Are you feeling a need for vengeance today? Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. This week we're in chapter 23 of 1 Samuel. I've titled this chapter, Your Way or the Lord's Way, and you're going to see the delta between those two today. Before we dive in, just a reminder, the Vince Miller Show is dropped below. You can check it out. I didn't mention it on Monday because there was a lot of other things going on, but I want to encourage you to watch that. I share 10 ways to stop sinning, so if you're looking to stop these repetitive patterns with sin, watch that video today. It might encourage you in a special way and get you acting in a new and righteous way. So yesterday we saw Jonathan come to encourage David's hand in the Lord, but today encouragement has turned into discouragement. Listen to 1 Samuel chapter 23, verses 19 through 24. Then the Ziphites went up to Saul at Gibeah, saying, "Is not David hiding among the strongholds at Horesh on the hill of Hachilah, which is south of Jeshimon? Now come down, O king, according to your heart's desire to come down, and our part shall be to surrender him to the king's hand." There's that word hand again, or power. And Saul said, "May you be blessed by the Lord, for you have had compassion on me." What a blabbering mess here. I mean, this guy is just desperate to be loved and find acceptance, isn't he? "Go make yet more sure. Know and see the place where his foot is, and who has seen him there. For it is told me that he is very cunning." No kidding. "See therefore and take note of all the lurking places where he hides, and come back to me with sure information." I think Saul's getting a little irritated by Saul here. "Then I will go with you, and if he is in the land, I will search him out among the thousands of Judah." And they arose and went to Ziph ahead of Saul. Presently, David is 25 miles south of Saul, who is in Gibeah hiding in Ziph's strongholds. And the people of Ziph are attempting to get into Saul's good graces by selling David out. But what you may not realize is that the Ziphites are not enemies to David. They are actually from the same tribe as David. They are from Judah, his tribe or his family. His family has just sold David out while being encouraged by Jonathan, who is the son of the enemy. A different story is playing out in Gibeah, where his family's selling him out. And of course, we can actually read how this affects David in Psalm chapter 54. So I'm going to read the whole Psalm today because it reveals how David felt and how he responded, because he wrote this in Ziph. It reads, "O God, save me by your name and vindicate me by your might. O God, hear my prayer. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers," and he's calling his family strangers, "strangers have risen against me. Ruthless men seek my life. They do not set God before themselves. Behold, God is my helper." And I want you to listen to him preach to himself. "God is my helper. The Lord is the upholder of my life. He will return the evil to my enemies. In your faithfulness, put an end to them." Hear him call for vindication in prayer. "With a free will offering, I will sacrifice to you. I will give thanks to your name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me from every trouble, and my eye has looked in triumph on my enemies." Now, what we learn about David in this psalm is how he handles the betrayal in this moment in time. Rather than seeking his own deliverance and vengeance, he will let God deliver and seek his vengeance. And this requires tremendous strength. I have experienced moments in my life when I have felt betrayed and the urge for vengeance wells up inside of me. There have been moments I've wanted to channel that inner John Wick and Michael Corleone or Frank Castle, longing for justice against those who have wronged me. And let's be honest, if you reflect on your own experiences with betrayal, you know you have felt exactly the same way at times. But what is so remarkable about David is that he felt this way too. He felt betrayed and he thought about vengeance, but he never acted on it. He dared to deal with his unrighteous motives, his unholy emotions and sinful thoughts, and directed his mind and his heart and his soul back to trusting in the deliverance of the Lord and not his own deliverance. If you feel betrayed today, bring your betrayal to Jesus. Jesus knows your betrayal because he too was betrayed by his own. Besides, you're not very good at being your own deliverer. There's a better deliverer, and his deliverance is better, and his vengeance is just and lasting. God, we bring all injustice against us to you today. Deliver us from every trouble and give us triumph over all our enemies. Amen. I love you guys. I pray this blesses you. If it has, share it with someone else and live all in for him who lived all in for you.